You run to a life transforming experience as Pastor Prince Abah brings you God's Word with deep insight and power. God bless you.
Men who want to reign in this world must understand that training is at the heart of reigning. And this is why as a ministry and as a commission and as a church, I need to let you know that one of our greatest value is training. In fact, as a matter of fact, Pristine Hills is going to be largely built on the quality of training and the quality of people that we are raising. No ministry has a future, no church has a future until it has quality human capital. No organization has a future, no business has a future until it has quality employers, quality employees, or quality people. That's why organizations that are successful spend more money developing people. They spend more money developing human capital. Because that is what drives any organization. If you want to build a business, beyond having financial capital to start a business, beyond having idea capital, there are different capitals that you can employ to build a global business. And this applies for any other thing, whether it's business, whether it's ministry and all that. One of such capital is financial capital. But it's not even the first. The first is vision capital. Another word for it is idea capital. If you read my book, The Winning Business, you will see that business does not start with having money. It starts with having an idea. Just like ministry or any other thing does not start with having money first. It starts with having an idea. If a man has an idea and does not have money, over time, he will be able to convert his ideas into cash. A man with ideas will move money out of the hands of a man that has money and doesn't have idea. The man who doesn't have idea but have money will lose money to the man who has idea. So, if you want to succeed in business, in anything you're doing, first thing is to get idea capital. What's your idea? What do you want to sell? What do you want to become? What do you want to do? First thing first, idea. After idea, the second thing is people. So there's people capital. You must, and these people is in twofold. Number one is the people you will work with, and your team members. Who are the people who can run with that vision? Your team members. And number two, who is your business designed for? Who is a business meant to reach? Every company or every business has two kinds of people. First people are the team members or the employees or the staff or the human resource or the personnel, the manpower that drives the vision with the founder or with the owner of the business. That's the first people. And that's actually your first customers. And those are the ones to even give more attention to than even the second customers, which are the people that patronize the business. Because how far a business will go and how far a ministry will go, how far a work will go is dependent on this thing I'm showing you. You can have you can be a good CEO. For instance, you have a good vision, you have a good idea. And what will end up frustrating everything is poor team. They say everything rises and falls on leadership. Yeah. But that's half truth. That used to be the old story. The new story and the new truth now is that everything rises and falls on the team. The team, T-E-A-M, the team. You can't build a global business as an individual. Just like no church can build a global ministry on the founder alone. A global ministry or a global church or a global business is built on a good team. There's a level your business will enter until you start looking for like-minded people. And most times, like-minded does not mean that they will know what you know. Like-minded might just mean that they have the willingness to learn and catch your vision. Is at that point, training becomes important to equip them to be able to run with that vision that you have. That's why Dangote is successful. He's not the only guy getting the job done. He has a formidable team. Nothing wrong with starting alone. Actually, in everything that starts, one person is usually the factor. It takes one person to start a thing, but it takes a team to grow it. It takes one person to start a thing. It takes a team to build it. It takes one person to pioneer a thing. It takes a team to drive it. It takes one person to start something. It takes a team to multiply it. Okay, so I've mentioned some of the capital that is important for starting anything. First is the idea capital. Second is the people capital. Then there's even the money capital, but usually I don't emphasize so much on that because if you have these other things, he has a way of bringing other things around. He has a way of bringing other things around. He has a way of bringing other things around. Good morning, sir. Good morning. You're welcome. Okay. My prayer is that before others join us, we should have consumed 3 sessions and then hide the tape from them. Make the tape only available to those who are in this session now. Okay. I wish others can also skip their, so they can make this one. Actually, I was going to ask you, I think we can use here this evening. Yeah. We can do here this morning and this evening. And we are not checking time. That's why I didn't ask them to put clock. And you might need to even close this curtain so we don't know when it's getting. There are trainings like that I've been to. It will start as early as 8 a.m. And then by the time we are leaving the place, it's around 9 p.m. and you're leaving thinking you're going for break, not knowing that it's already close of meeting, Without training, you're not going to reign. These are the things that hardly happen in a Ebonyi State. Yeah. And that's why I'm pushing very strongly. I tell you, I want to bring that Harvard Business School kind of thing to Ebonyi. I want to bring that Lagos Business School kind of thing to. I've been to LBS. I know what it's like. You see people go there, they pay millions to get training. Someone asked me, he said, what are you doing in Ebonyi State? I said, if I'm not here to pay this price, to open up this region to the kind of things I've seen happen elsewhere, it might take so many more years before that happens. You're just here suffering. So come over to Macedonia, come over to Lagos, come over to Abuja. You have a better platform there. You're carrying too much to be. I said, that's why I'm here. It's because I'm carrying too much. So we need to offload some of these things here before we move further. So you're going to be having back-to-back of this. Maybe sometimes, almost every week, you're going to be in trainings like this. Yeah. We are going to disrupt your activities, because, you're in a city that is not moving fast. you can become too slow. You wake up late, then go to bed early, wake up late again, and you think your life is making. There was one day I was in Lagos, sir, and I was going to do a journey from Lagos to Port Harcourt to meet a meeting. So my flight was for 7 a.m. in the morning. I got up as early as 4, because where I was the island. I think it was about 4 or so I got up. So I had to move from the island to Ikeja to get to the airport early for 7 o'clock flight. The whole road was hold up, busy. Everywhere flooded with cars, traffic. You see people are even hawking. People are selling on the road. Shops are open. Eateries are open. Filling stations are open. Like you said yesterday, that's why the city is highly productive economically. Everywhere is busy. Even prostitutes are open. Yes, on the road, doing business. And then we got to the airport. When we got down, the whole place filled. Got into my aircraft. And then 7 o'clock we took off. In a space of 40 or less, we're in Port Harcourt. When we landed at Port Harcourt, the people who hosted me were already there. Picked me in the convoy, police and all that. And then we took off to the meeting. So I called my wife in the vehicle while we're heading for the meeting. When I called, hello, sir. I said, I'm scared of you now. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. I said, which good morning? I said, you need to see how people are running here and there, catching up with appointment. I've just left Lagos by land. If you know what it takes to move down to Port Harcourt by land from Lagos, if you know what it takes to get there by land. And I've just moved all the way from Lagos to Port Harcourt by air, 40 minutes. That period, I was on air and landed Port Harcourt. If you see the things that has happened within the space you were sleeping, that's someone is in a city and within few minutes he has moved to another city. And within that period, he will be able to do so many things. I mean, I began to imagine, maybe somebody was on that flight with me going for a contract of ₦1 billion or so. And then ties the thing up in Port Harcourt, moves from Port Harcourt, he's in Abuja. And somebody is still sleeping. It dawned on me how people can be wasting their lives and not knowing. Like, there's nothing I have not used, sir, to learn that this world is on a speed lane, but human beings are not aware. Like you see, when we fly, you're in the aircraft, it looks like nothing is moving. You are just airbound, taking coffee and all that. A journey that would have taken 12 hours on the road, just you beat it in 45 minutes. And that tells you how the world is moving with speed. But you are locked up in the aircraft, you're not aware that this thing is flying with speed. So, for me, if ministry was clap hands and sing and give offering and tithe and go home, I won't be doing this. I won't be doing this. We are doing this because we want to raise a global kind of people. People who will decide what this world will look like in the next 1 decade, in the next 2 decades. Maybe you don't know that anyway your world is turning, is people who are doing it. And Mark Zuckerberg wakes up in the morning and just catches one idea and introduces it, and it changes the trajectory of the whole world. Everything, the way we do things changes. One man. If Bill Gates wakes up and then catches one Microsoft dream and introduces it, the Harvard University used to go to doubted that dream. They disbelieved it. They say it's not possible. It can't be done. But they injected it. It changed the way the whole world operates. There were times we used to write letters and we post it through NiPost. It would take months sometimes to arrive its destination. Now, we are using WhatsApp, you're using email, we're using the internet. Human beings introduce all that. Why you are here is to prepare you to also contribute. There's something you can bring to the table of this world to change how things are done. COVID-19 was someone's idea. In case you think it's just one disease that broke. It's somebody who woke up one morning and said, let me change how things are done in the world. Today we're not talking about the world before COVID-19. We're not talking about the world after COVID-19, post-COVID-19 world. Maybe some of you don't know. COVID-19 changed the world. The way things are done have changed completely. I was talking with my beautiful woman out there. She's actually the manager of this place. We're talking and she was showing me some things, sharing some testimonies with me. Now, while I was listening to her testimony, I was listening to other things she was not saying. Other things she was saying, but she didn't know she was saying it to me. Let me tell you how I listen. I don't listen as a consumer. I listen as a producer. I listen as someone who is going to produce something. So even in trainings, when you're training me, there's something called train the trainer. When you're training me, I don't listen with the ear of a student only. I listen with the ear of a teacher. So while she was talking, she said something, how God gave her a miracle. You know, there's issues and all that she had. She said she moved in with her husband into a new facility. And then she had this battle and all kinds of things were going on and she was trusting God. And of course, no facility in the house. So they got a television and they put there. And the husband bought a satellite and they connected. He said she was going through this problem, health issue. And then after the husband installed, they began to search for channels and all that. First channel that popped up on the TV screen was Salvation Ministry. And she paid attention and began to hear what Pastor Ibiomi was saying. And he was speaking on the power of resurrection. While he was preaching, making declaration and gave a prophetic word. He said, if you are here, you are sick, even at home, he said, get water and drink it now. And she did it. She felt shiver. And that was how that thing left. And from that day till now, that's their church. By what instrument? Not by somebody coming to give you a tract in your house. By the power of technology. So when she said it, I now say you can imagine how many healing meetings I've done indoor. All kinds of program, healing, touching this one in force, touch that one in force. There are many at home who are not able to get that thing. Why? Because we are not leveraging technology effectively. Maybe if she turned on her TV and saw me declaring, maybe she will be in church by now. There are many more people who are going to be evangelized through technology than going on the streets to go and talk to people. That's why in a nation you don't only have army as military. There are about 3 major kinds of military. There's what you call the army, there's what you call the air force, there's what you call the navy. All of them are military people. They are trained to be military men, but their realm of operation is different. For instance, the army deal with issues on the land. Hello? Hello, sir. They deal with issues that affect the land, territory and all that. But you have what you call the Air Force. They deal with issues that relate to the air. Like during the election, I discovered different helicopters flying around my environment. Different fighter jets will fly and all that. If you see what those guys are covering, 10,000 troop of soldiers can't cover that. Yet one man can be in the air and just fly an environment within split second. His GPS and every equipment he has in that plane has covered every activity. He can pick where there are bombs hiding. He can pick where all kinds of ammunition are stored. He covers it within split seconds. Send 10,000 troops now of military men into all the streets of Abakaliki to go and do search. It will take them months to discover where some things are buried or whatever. Send a fighter jet into the air. It takes him seconds. He will cover the whole place. He will comb the whole place with the aid of all his GPSs and all that. He will be able to detect where all kinds of, maybe where bandits are hiding, where kidnappers are. He will be able to see it from that place. That's how technology is. Do all your ministry on the land. Do all your door-to-door evangelism. There are doors you can't knock on if you're on foot. There are other doors is Facebook that will knock there. The other doors is Instagram that will knock there. The other doors is all kinds of whatever that will knock there. So that's what I took from what you said, man. You know, they need to go back and even revive our technological system. That's why training is important. The trainings will come for is not to come and talk about how to heal the sick. It's to talk about how to fly this gospel on the wings of the air. Fly it on the air. Bring in experts, people who know how to, who understand how the digital world works. People who know how Facebook works. It's not just to go and write something and post there. People who know how technology works. We'll bring them and train. And it's not just for ministry, even for your business. Even for your business. I saw your bag in my house. I don't know how it came there. Your company. So I saw the name. I said, is this not our Dream Church? And I said, yeah. I said, I like this. It's beautiful. It's neatly packaged. Such brands need to be everywhere. Advertisements, channels, TV, Facebook, all kinds of. Any business now that doesn't have an ICT department is wasting time. Please, I have to leave here. But I like it here because, yeah, things will come out here. I like it closed door like this. Yeah, things will come out here. It's not a morning to shout. It's a morning to speak things into people's system. And the same thing is true. Any ministry that is playing with ICT now, wasting time. Instead of ordaining more pastors that will go and be shouting here and there, let's ordain more pastors in the ICT department. People who know how to preach online, preach this gospel, package the content, all these things I'm preaching. We need men of skills who can package it well. Good graphics, good video content, good audio content, and put it on every platform and promote it. And even the church leaders and the church need to be very ICT intelligent to know what to do with these things. It's not just for the media department.
We believe you've been transformed by the wonders of God's Word. For additional information about us, you can visit our website at www.princetonhills.org. You can also send us a mail at info@princetonhills.org or call
070-331-66762 or 081-31-555-747.
Princeton Hills Ministries, raising global leaders.